Hey everyone, my name is Alexandra Blake, and today I'm going to be talking about Knapp's relationship model. So, to get down to the nitty gritty, Mark L. Knapp is actually the one that came up with Knapp's relationship model. He's actually a professor at Texas University. He actually teaches communication as well. He's actually known for his nonverbal communication research. Was also born July 12, 1938. Now, some fun facts about Knapp's relationship model. Knapp's relationship model actually shows 10 steps of the coming together and falling apart. Your coming together is when you first meet people and you start to get to know them, and then possibly marriage or live-in situation. What do y'all think? And then the falling apart is basically when you have so many fights and it leads to divorce and termination, that kind of thing. So, with Knapp's relationship model, there's 10 steps for each one of those categories for the coming together and falling apart. Now, everyone thinks that this isn't true. It's not real because they believe in their minds, well, I'm in this stage with bonding, but I'm also here at circumscribing. I don't think that's supposed to work like that. Well, on the contrary, it does work. Sometimes it happens like that, but it could be better. Now, everyone here may be single, in a relationship, friendship, or has an animal per se. No matter what, you're in a relationship, whether you like it or not. Even if it's good or bad, you're in a relationship, whatever you think it is. Now, you come together steps. This is initiation, experimentation, intensifying, integration, and bonding. Well, let's see what they are about. Your coming together steps. Initiation. This is usually your appearance. This is your 15 seconds of what you look like. For me, this is your initiation of me. Blonde hair, green eyes, gray hoodie, whatever you want to call this. That's your impression of what I'm looking like, how I look like. Your experimentation. This is your small talk. You're starting to get to know them. You want to see if you have that connection. Or maybe, hey, I like pizza, you like pizza. Whatever the case may be. Never know. With intensifying, which is your third step. This is usually when people who are getting to know each other and they couples are trying to figure out what their mutual affections are. If they're comfortable, they may say that they love each other. They want to refer to them as boyfriend and girlfriend, They want to share that commitment, give pet names. Normal relationship stuff. Everyone has that. Next, we have integration. This is usually where you have to share things. Well, you don't have to, but you have your friends, your sex, your secrets, your future plans, and this is usually about the time where you want to get together and you're always together. You want to go on these vacations. You want to have these fun times together as a couple. Your next step, which is also the same dangerous step that I mentioned, bonding. This is your final stage of coming together, and it's not really the greatest. If you move into quickly together, for say you've been together for 3 months, you're automatically wanting to move in together. Not good. That's when you rush into things. You want that, you want to be with them so much, but you have no idea that later on down the line that you're going to have problems. Not to say everyone has problems with this, but 9 times out of 10, you're going to have problems along the lines. But even with this, you have marriage, but you also have a live-in situation. But everyone knows with marriage or a live-in situation, you know this person like the back of your hand. You know them like your own mom and dad. Simple and easy to please. But if you bond too fast, you'll be looking at all these stages, falling apart. Never good. We have differentiating, circumscribing, stagnation, avoiding, and terminating. All bad. I know. Never good. So with falling apart, we have differentiating. This is when you start to have these little bickers. And they're going to be more frequent, like every day, just about. They're kind of like the small things, like as if your husband forgot the milk and you're irritated about it. You might have a fight about it, That happens. Not every relationship you're gonna have a fight. No relationship is gonna ever be perfect. Most of the time, you'll have these every now and then fights that you're misunderstanding what you're saying to the other person, or vice versa. Everyone has that problem. Don't fear it. Next is circumscribing. At this point, you're trying to avoid topics that you know that one or the other is going to get mad at. Whether it's going to be your husband that gets mad about it or you get mad about it. And either way, you try to avoid it because you don't want the problems. Stagnation. You have a giant rough patch. Now, granted, most marriages you have where the wife's in the bedroom, the husband's on the couch. Trust me, I would do the same thing. But nevertheless, when y'all fight and bicker, you try to avoid each other for a little bit and you try to make up for it, thinking, okay, well, this is resolved. You think everything's going to get better. But sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. But at that point, you can go back and it can be helped. So, with that being said, you have avoidance. This is a lot more intense than just a husband staying on the couch or anything like that matter. But this is when you talk to your partner, you're thinking unfriendly, rude. You want to be mad at them the whole time. You don't want to forgive them. You still remember what they did to you. No matter if it's 3 months ago, 6 months ago, you're at that point where you're so mad about it. You don't want anything to do with them, no matter what happens. Even if that means cheating, you get mad about it and you hold on to it like a grudge. But you have terminating, and this is where most relationships go. So, this is when you have that divorce, or you're not happy and you break apart, you separate, and you move out, you don't want to be together anymore, you're done. Basically, how that goes. Which I do have my side, so no one can't jump on me about that. We have everything down to Quizlet, any kind of theories you can think of. Thank you so much for watching and paying attention. Thank you for your time. Thank you so much. Bye now.